Please silence your cell phones, hold all sidebar conversations to a minimum, and let's get started with the People, Process, Progress podcast. In
3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, happy Friday and welcome back to the People, Process, Progress podcast, Foundations Friday edition. Let's keep this one short and useful, something you can take with you into next week. So earlier this week, we talked about how project managers and emergency folks can actually speak the same language when it comes to risk. Sounds like a stretch. I happen to have lived in both worlds, but one group is dealing with budgets and timelines, the other is planning or floods or mass vaccinations. But here's the thing, we're all trying to answer the same basic questions here. What could go wrong? How likely is it? How bad could it be? Who needs to know? And most importantly, what's our plan to deal with these things? So whether it's a delayed workday rollout or running an emergency response with limited resources, it's still risk. We're still being smart. We're planning right before it hits. We're not just going to wait and be totally reactionary. So here's one thing that I'd love for you to do is grab your emergency planning folks, your project leads, get them in the same room or on the same call. Do a quick crosswalk, nothing fancy, right? Pick one project risk, one emergency risk, and we'll do a crosswalk, right? So for project managers, look in your risk register. For emergency managers, look in your THIRA, right? The threat, hazard, identification, and risk assessment, or whatever tools you've got. And I'll bet you start to see some real overlap. You might call something an impact rating. They might call it a capability target. You've got mitigation plans. We've got desired outcomes, right? It's the same mindset. It's just different words in different worlds. So start matching these up, and you don't have to do this. I think it's most applicable probably if you're in public safety or emergency management and you're given a project. Less likely if you're a project manager to then go work with emergency management folks, but the crossover that I talk about on here a lot is there. So, and then if you want to take it up a notch, build a dashboard, right? Continuously be looking at these things. So it doesn't need to be anything super special. It could be color coded. There's Google Sheets. Go look at those. Red, yellow, green, stoplight. Who owns what? What's the trigger? What are we going to do? It's a quick reference, right? And you change them as things happen. Particularly, let's say you're in public safety or emergency management and you're working a special event or an incident. You can be changing these on the fly. They get real time. So as fancy or as simple, whatever works for you, right? So here's your move for next week. Schedule the conversation. Give yourself 30 minutes. Get one person from each side, one risk each, right? You're not trying to change the world. You're just trying to conversation to make things smoother down the road when stuff happens. So when you're leading a project or responding to a crisis, risk is risk, right? If we can talk about it the same way, then we're already building that bridge and we're already understanding each other's worlds between public safety, incident management, emergency management, special event planning, program management. It's all one big world, and I'm trying to open that window for all of us to see together. So remember, keep those people first, keep working those combined processes, and we will all make progress together. Godspeed, y'all.